Love letter love, in her words. A reflection on Fazza's emotional poetry. A private love letter from her to me, it wasn't written in ink, it was written in silence. Just one line, yet it opens a floodgate of emotion. The kind of line that feels like it was plucked straight from your soul. The kind of line only a poet like Sheikh Hamdan bin Muhammad al Maktoum, known as Fazza, could deliver with such quiet force. Sheikh Hamdan is more than the crown prince of Dubai. To millions across the globe, especially fans of Arabic and emotional poetry, he is the voice of longing, of love unspoken, and of hearts both broken and blooming. This piece, a private love letter from her to me, feels less like a poem and more like a confession, a whisper between two souls bound not by time or title, but by something far more enduring, memory. When silence speaks louder than words. In much of Fazza's poetry, silence plays a central role. In this work, the letter from her isn't a physical note tucked beneath a door, nor a message sent through digital means. It's a felt presence, a look, a pause, a breath caught between goodbyes. It's about the emotional residue left behind by someone you love deeply. Her absence is not emptiness. It is filled with echoes, moments that replay, and words that were never said but somehow still understood. Sheikh Hamdan has always mastered this subtlety. His words carry weight not because they are loud, but because they are true. Because they say what we often feel but cannot articulate. The mystery behind the muse. Fans often speculate, who is she? Is this poem inspired by a real person, a former love, a muse, a memory? Or is it the poetic embodiment of love itself, shaped into a feminine voice that writes without speaking? Fazza never gives us all the answers, and that's part of his magic. His poetry lives in the in-between, between hope and heartbreak, closeness and distance, presence and absence. Why this poem resonates? In a world that moves too fast, where love is often filtered and fleeting, Fazza's emotional poetry feels like a sacred pause. It reminds us of the beauty in vulnerability, the power of quiet devotion, and the pain of love that lives on, even when the person is gone. This, private letter, is something we've all received in our own way, a scent that reminds us of someone, a song that takes us back, a text we never deleted. Final thoughts. A private love letter from her to me is more than poetry, it's a shared experience. A reminder that love is not always loud, and not always visible. Sometimes, the most profound declarations come in the quietest of forms. For fans of Sheikh Hamdan's poetry, this piece is yet another reason why Fazza remains the beating heart of modern Arabic literature, an artist who continues to write what we feel, before we even know we're feeling it. Sheikh Hamdan poetry, Fazza love poems, emotional Arabic poetry, a private love letter poem, romantic poetry 20.